Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire, all my bets straight from. You're in the house, that cat made now. Straight fire.
Welcome back into the channel. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks, back with your best bets for the NBA. Here for you today on Tuesday, April 8th, 2025. NBA player props, spreads, totals, predictions. As always, get 4 picks in the video that I think are great value bets here for this Tuesday NBA slate. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. On the road to 9,000 subscribers. If you're a returning viewer, also make sure you hit that like button for me as well. Really does help us out grow the channel. Appreciate you guys as always. Let's have a big day here in the NBA. Don't forget to drop your favorite pick down below as always, guys. Let me know what you guys are playing. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. We'll include your pick in the video if it hits. From yesterday, guys, we had Rufio Estes calling the Houston Cougars half to win the half and the Gators to win full time. That's a really impressive call. Both of those did hit. Houston was leading the half, and the Gators ended up winning in full time, so that was an impressive call. Got to get the bag calling Domantas Sabonis over 31.5 points and rebounds. Cashes that. We love to see it. KT Pretty Trill calling Jaren Duren over 2.5 assists. We love to see it. And then Todd Carmen calling a plus 445 parlay with 3 different Sixers to go over in points. Cashes that. One of the more impressive cashes I've seen called out in the chat. So great call out there from Todd. We love to see it, guys. Yeah, like I said, drop your favorite pick down below and let me know what you guys are playing. Check out all of our links down below in the pinned comment in the description. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, of course, our community Discord page. All those links down below in the pinned comment and the description. Stay updated at the channel, stuff like that. Also, check out our Straight Fire merchandise if you guys are interested in getting any Straight Fire swag, shirts, signs, mugs, all stuff like that. The link for that down below in the pinned comment in the description. Then lastly, check out our Straight Fire MVP program. Best value going around the channel. Just $3.99 for the entire month to get access to all of our picks and our plays early, a few hours in advance of the videos. You also get access to all of our Straight Fire MVP exclusive plays of the day. We had 2 of them yesterday, and both of them cashed for plus value. So if you guys would like access to those, like I said, just sign up, become an MVP below for just $3.99 for the whole month. Just 13 cents a day, guys. It really does help us out, too. You'd be surprised. It's a nice little boost, obviously, for us for the longevity of the channel. Helps support the channel and what we're doing here at the channel. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the support. You also get some custom emojis, roll call in the Discord, and shout-outs in the video. And like I said, great way to support us. All right, enough on that. Let's do a recap from yesterday, guys. We ended up going 1-0. We got the sweep. I don't have my broom up here because I didn't bring it up. The 1-0 sweep didn't quite get me going, but still a great day. As good as we could do. Obviously, we had 2 plays. Just 2 games yesterday, and our other player got ruled out. We had Bam Adebayo over on points and rebounds, and he didn't end up playing. But our play that cashed was Zach LaVine over 20.5 points. Guys, I said this dude going for 30 plus. Well, I undershot it a little bit. He went for 43 last night. Wasn't really that surprised though. Like I said, ball dominant guards have absolutely dominated the Pistons. So didn't really surprise me all that much. We love to see it, guys. He doubled his line. There was a lot of value he could have made, obviously, even just on the 30-point line. I'm curious what that was. It was probably like plus 400 or 500. But he went absolutely off. We love to see it, guys. Get the little baby sweep. So let's keep it rolling today. We're on a 4-1 run in the NBA. I believe if we go back now, I think we're 30. Let's see, we were 34-13 heading into. I think we're 35-13 over our last 48 NBA picks. So we've been absolutely cooking the NBA of late, and hopefully, obviously, that continues today. So let's get back after it today, guys. Let's get this 4-0 sweep. Let's get right into our picks here for today. At number 1, we're going with the Golden State Warriors -8 spread here versus the Phoenix Suns. -106 odds on FanDuel, risking a unit here. Love this spot here for Golden State, guys. They still have everything to play for. They can end up still in the play-in tournament, or they can end up, obviously, climbing the standings a bit here. But really like the spot for them playing the Suns here on the road, who are once again without Kevin Durant. And the Suns without Durant have looked absolutely horrible, and they've just looked horrible in general of late. They've lost 6 straight games by at least 10 or more points in each game, including losing a couple of those by 30 plus. So they've been pretty bad of late. They're free-falling in the standings. They really don't have any chance to get into the play-in tournament now, obviously with the Kings winning last night. So the Suns are pretty much done. And the Warriors here, like I said, still have everything to play for. And they're actually a good basketball team, believe it or not. They're playing a bad basketball team, which is what I would call it right now. Last 6 games, the Warriors are 3rd in offensive rating, 7th in defensive rating, while the Suns are 19th in offensive rating and 30th in defensive rating over the last 6 games. So, obviously, huge edges there, guys, both defensively and right now offensively. Just a lot more cohesion, a lot more effort from the Warriors. Problem with the Suns, lately defensively, it's not just their scheme, but their effort has been pretty bad as well. Which, from where they were at, 6 games ago, they were right there with a shot to get into the tournament. And their effort just has been horrible again. And they've kind of reverted back to some some poor fundamentals defensively, and they're just obviously not getting it done right now. Hard to imagine the Suns keeping up with the Warriors in this one. I just don't see it happening. I don't see the effort, like I said, defensively. I don't see the cohesion offensively. It's pretty much just a one-man show on Devin Booker. Just not enough around him, obviously pouring in to get this done. And I think, like I said, there's a good chance this turns into an ugly game and the Warriors win this game by 20 or 30 plus. I could definitely see that happening. So, love it there, guys. Love it there for our number 1 pick. We got the Golden State Warriors -8 spread here versus the Phoenix Suns. -106 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 2, we got Anthony Edwards over 36.5 PRAs here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're going -110 odds here on ESPN Bet. Risking a unit here. Love this spot here on Anthony Edwards, guys. Edwards is 6 of his last 10 on the road to this line. Landed on 36 in one of those misses. So, obviously, he's been picking it up, especially on the road here of late. Coming down the stretch where the Wolves really need to win these games. Ball's going to be in the hand of your best player, right? So in this spot, I think that's no different. Obviously, the Wolves still with everything to play for, just like the Warriors. They could end up in the play-in tournament, or they can end up going, I believe, as high as like the 4 seed. So a lot to play for here for Minnesota. We've seen Edwards go 4 for his last 4 versus the Bucks to this line. 39 in his last game versus the Bucks this season. So I like seeing that. Last 15 games, the Bucks are allowing the 8th most points, the 5th most rebounds, and the 4th most assists to shooting guards. So obviously, love seeing that. They've been particularly bad versus the shooting guard position of late, which I'd love to see that with Edwards here coming in. Like I said, with the Wolves having everything to play for in the standings, I expect Edwards to play big minutes and also his usage to be very high. Obviously, they're going to want the ball in his hands. He avoided an injury scare, fortunately, the other day versus Brooklyn. And hopefully he gets back to absolutely dominating on the floor. 8 for the last 11 listed shooting guards have cashed the PRA line versus the Bucks, and we were actually on 1 or 2 of those. We were on Bridges' rebound and assist line, cashed that, and we were also on Dyson Daniels', I believe, PRA line, and we cashed that. So, love the spot again here on Edwards, guys. I think he's going to go over. Like I said, with the season coming to a close, I actually really like the Stars coming down the stretch to carry their teams and to really lock in. A guy like Edwards, I think, is in a great spot here to lock in and really put his team on his back when they need him to. And obviously, this is a huge game really for both teams, but I think the Wolves are going to have the advantage here, and I think Edwards is going to take advantage of this matchup. So, love it there, guys. For our number 2 pick, we're going Anthony Edwards over 36.5 PRAs here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. -110 odds on ESPN Bet. Okay, and at number 3, we got Trae Young over 24.5 points here for the Atlanta Hawks. Going -110 odds here on ESPN Bet, risking a unit. So again, kind of similar to what we talked about there with Anthony Edwards. I think he's in a great spot as well. Another star in position to carry his team. And a good matchup for him. Everything's still to play for both of these teams, obviously. The Magic and the Hawks have everything to play for. We've seen Trae Young go 50% on the road this year for Trae Young, so we like seeing that. Young, 4 of his last 6 versus the Magic with logs at 37, 31, 41, 18, 19, and last game with 38. What's significant about that 38 game is he had 18 points in the paint, which is where the Magic are particularly weak versus point guards. The Magic allow the 6th most points in the paint to point guards, which, like I said, which is where Trae Young really did his damage. The last time out, you guys know he's got that little floater. That's really the spot, I think, where he's going to be able to take advantage of this matchup. Obviously, the Magic are pretty good versus centers and stuff like that, so throwing lobs up and getting assists isn't going to come as easy. Young's, I think, is going to be more apt to pull up there in that little in-between spot where he typically throw a lob. I think that would be a good spot for him to pull up with that floater and hopefully be able to dominate this game. Make some threes, make this easy on us. Like I said, he's posted 30-plus versus the Magic in 4 of the last 6 games. Not just going over his points line, but clearing by quite a bit. And so far for the season, really, there's one spot on the floor you can attack the Magic is the point guard position. Magic have allowed the 10th most points to point guards this season. We just saw Bub Carrington of the Wizards point guard go for 32 versus his team. If he could do that, so could Trae Young. Bub Carrington is nowhere near the offensive talent that Trae Young is. So obviously, I'm expecting more from Young here. I'm expecting him to be able to get this done and keep his team in the game. And also, coming down the stretch of the game, he's going to be the guy with the ball in his hands. It's very similar to Anthony Edwards. He's the guy offensively that's going to need to carry them. And I think he's in a great spot here to do it. So, like I said, I love his history. He's been pretty solid on the road. 50% on the road this year for Young. But in this particular spot, in a great matchup, and a spot where they really need him to step up, obviously, as the Hawks, are trying to stay out of that 10 seed, trying to move up to that 7 seed, which they could still do. This game is absolutely vital for both of these teams. So, love it there for number 3 pick, guys. We got Trae Young over 24.5 points here for the Atlanta Hawks. Minus 110 odds on ESPN Bet. Okay, and finally at number 4, we got Kristaps Porzingis under 19.5 points here for the Boston Celtics. Going minus 115 odds here on Fanatics. Love the spot here on Porzingis, guys. Risking a unit here. Guys, Porzingis is under in 62% of games this season, 67% on the road, which we'd love to see that. He's under in his only matchup versus the Knicks this year with 15 points. So we like seeing that as well. And let's think about this for a minute. What do the Celtics have to play for here at the end of the season? Talked about it the other day versus the Wizards. Not a lot. These games are more just a dress rehearsal, formality, if you will, coming down the stretch. So, do we really think they're going to overexpose Kristaps Porzingis, who's been injury prone in his career? I don't think so. I don't see him playing big minutes at all. I see him being very limited if he does even play tonight. But if they're going to put up a line of 19.5, I have to fade this just because of the matchup and because of the situation that the Celtics are in right now. Like I said, I'm not looking for him to play big minutes. They don't need to win this game. They're already locked into that 2 seed. So I think here this is just a spot where you just don't need Porzingis to even. Honestly, there's a good chance he doesn't even play. But if he does, really love him to go under. I really hope he plays because I think he's going to go under. Like I said, heading down the stretch, I just don't see. I don't see the minutes coming here for Porzingis. I don't see him having. We know that this is his old team. He's playing the Knicks. I realize that, but I don't see that translating to a big scoring game. If he's going to end up hitting this line, he's going to have to hit like 4 or 5 threes. I don't see him getting really points in the paint here. It's a tough matchup. I see him going under this line. So, love it there for number 4 pick, guys. We're going with Kristaps Porzingis under 19.5 points here for the Boston Celtics. Going minus 115 odds here on Fanatics. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. On the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of you guys' support as always. Check out our Major League Baseball Best Bets video as well. That is already live. Have a lot of exciting things going on today in baseball. We got 4+ value plays in baseball. Didn't even do it on purpose, but we found a lot of value in baseball, so hopefully we can have a big day today in both the NBA and Major League Baseball. Obviously, super excited about the slates tonight, and like I said, hopefully we can have big days. I appreciate you guys as always. You guys are the bomb. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you guys' support. Like I said, make sure you guys are careful coming down the stretch here. NBA, just make sure you're paying attention to who's playing, injury reports, minutes restrictions, all types of weird stuff here coming down the stretch. But I think we got a lot of great spots here today to cash these lines. Make sure, if you guys are interested, check out our Straight Fire MVP program, Become an MVP. If you guys want access to our MVP exclusive play of the day, we'll probably just have one between baseball and NBA. I haven't decided which one it's going to be. But obviously, I'm going to find our best value there, and hopefully we'll produce another winner. We had 2 winners yesterday as our MVP plays, both that we put out. And both were plus values. So we'd love to see that. So let's have a big day. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day as well. And we will catch you guys all next time. Peace out.